it going for Ericson, everybody. Everybody else. Yeah, I was really thinking this was going to be the last set of my 20s. And so I was like, cool, the bar is low. Like it's been, so I'll just, we'll leave it all behind, but now this is the beginning. Now I have to start the rest of my life with this set. Jesus Christ. That's a lot. No, I want it to go the way the rest of the sets in my 20s went, so if you could all just sit quietly. Still impatient. That would be on par. I don't look 30. You don't have to tell me that later. I get it all the time. In like I don't know a good way to take it. It should be a compliment. I should just say thank you and move on, but it just feels weird. I don't know what it means. Because it means a few things. It means that like, oh, you look younger, like you look like your body is younger, which is great, but it also means you get way less automatic respect. Like it means you gotta wait that much longer for people to look at you and be like, oh, he knows what the fuck is up. Like he knows. I gotta wait it out. I don't look 30. I just don't. I don't look like someone who was born in the 80s. Right? Like, I look like someone you'd have to explain cassette tapes to. We put pencils in them. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're here, man. I really am. I get a lot of weird things when people say, like, you kind of look like, one of my favorites I've ever gotten is, you look like you're doing a gay porn version of Jerry Maguire. Wow, that room's very sad about that. Little do you know, I'd take the job. Whatever. I don't even need the money. Sounds fun. I think it'd be great. I'd kill in that. Who's coming on me? Who's coming on me besides Flipper here? No Jerry Maguire fans. It's okay, it's a 20-year-old movie. Like, they love it. They're like, right. Help me! Help me! Fuck you! Help! Do you need one more Jerry Maguire? I have one more.
Yeah. Do it.
I thought of... No, show me the teabag. Show me the tea. You're my motherfucker! Show me the teabag! This fall, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell I'm 30 though, because I'm noticing how gross and my body is. Like I've always kind of known, but I'm really starting to I'm sweating in places that I'm like, what? Oh, Jesus Christ! Is this forever? Just been sitting here. Jesus. The body is so strange. I was reading recently, you know how when you're in the bath and your fingers prune up? And I was reading that they think that that's like an evolutionary thing, like our body's adapting to the water to help us swim better. Have you guys heard this? No? I read that this is the thing. They think that that's why it happens. For a lot of people, like my skin's shrinking. They're like, no, it's to help you move through the water. What kind of half-ass Aquaman transformation is that? Like, have you ever been in the pool and you start to prune up and then you just take the fuck off? You know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, what's going on? Like jet ski fountain up behind you and you're just flipping across like Flipper. How? Sending tsunamis on the snack bar like Neptune. You know nothing of the sea! At your neighborhood pool where you hang out. How much I got left of this shit? I get the same reaction from my new male gay friends when they find out that I'm straight. I can see some of it happening now, a little bit. It's a very similar reaction. It's always a little bit like this. It's like, oh. And I don't want to say I'm stereotyping that anyone sounds like that. No group of people sound the same, but it is a variation of oh, we've all done it. It's the same one that you give a middle schooler who's like, I'm gonna marry the person I'm dating. You're like, oh. We'll fucking see about that. You know what I mean? Like, you have no faith in the situation that they're promising you is the case. And that's how gay men respond to me when they find out I'm straight. It's like, oh, okay. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
I let him try. I don't give a shit. I like the attention. No, I know I'm straight. Yeah, I know I'm straight. I checked. I checked on that. I'm from Texas originally, and when you're from Texas, you take it for granted, absolutely. You just, you're just like, I'm straight. And then if you start to veer, like, I don't know, maybe I'm at, someone like shows up from some church group, and they're like, no, you're not. You're like, I didn't think I was, I'm sorry. It's a choice, and you're not making it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Don't, you know, they don't like that. But no, I found out, I checked. I made sure. I went to art school. That was the way I found out I was straight. That's how you do that. Art school, I'm telling you. Anyone who's questioning, anyone, that's the cue, by the way, anyone who's questioning, art school is the way to figure that out. That's the way to look into that shit. You try everything. I tried everything at art school. I was doing everything. Mushrooms, Molly, Steven, Alejandro, I don't whatever I could get my hands on. And I finally came to terms, I figured it out, and after a lot of diligent research, I figured out my sexuality for sure. And it's a little bit of an outdated term, but I'm trying to bring it back for myself. I'm a metrosexual. I am. A lot of people don't know what it means. No one's really said it in like 10 years. It's just someone who likes to fuck on the bus.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Simple. I had no idea. But you try shit, is what I'm saying. You have to be open-minded. My family has had a really rough like year and a half actually. Does anyone in this room know what acquired savant syndrome is? No? Acquired savant syndrome is where you have a really traumatic brain injury and you get a concussion and you like go into a coma. And then when you come out of the coma, you have some inexplicable ability. Like you can just do something and no one can really explain why. Like some people have like a crazy British accent and they're from Georgia. Or they, whatever, or maybe they, I don't know, they can wake up, they can play the piano or hear colors or some shit. And so I know about this because it actually happened to my uncle. He was in a really terrible drunk driving accident, slipped into a coma for like 6 months. We didn't think he was going to come out of it. But he did, and the silver lining is that he has this acquired savant syndrome. And now, guys, he does the most impeccable impressions of vegetables. He's really good. Hey, whoa! That is not the reaction I like. First of all, you don't know my fucking family, so like, cool out on the judgment. And you haven't seen his arugula, so like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's a joke. Everybody relax. He died. My name is Rob Morris. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Hey.